In this video, we are going to talk about 10 things you didn't know about McDonald's. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Let's start. Number 10. I'm Lovin' It jingle was performed by pop royalty. McDonald's latest catchy jingle, I'm Lovin' It, is well known. It made a splash when it first debuted, and even now, when you hear it you're liking to hum along to that ba da ba 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 tune. The fast food giant reportedly paid Justin Timberlake, who was just starting his solo career after leaving boy band NSYNC, $6 million to record the jingle. And, as if that wasn't enough, it was produced by Pharrell Williams. And if that wasn't enough, Williams apparently was so taken by the song in the jingle that he then produced a I'm Lovin' It EP, which was a chart topper in Belgium. Who'd have guessed? Usually, jingles are a bit of an afterthought, and just pleasantly surprise companies when they go viral. When it came time to come up with a new jingle, McDonald's wasn't messing around, they brought in the big guns. Number 9. Employees can attend Hamburger University. It doesn't exactly take a ton of skill to learn how to flip a hamburger, right? Sure, you'll need to memorize all of the different toppings for each sandwich and be quick on your feet, but most people will find themselves excelling at putting together filet-o-fish sandwiches and quarter pounders after a certain amount of time. Some people, on the other hand, aspire to a higher level of hamburger excellence and enroll in Hamburger University. It is, in fact, a real thing. McDonald's established Hamburger University in 1961, and it is estimated that over 80,000 employees have graduated from the prestigious sandwich school since its inception in 1961. So, if you've ever wanted to know everything there is to know about McDonald's, a visit to Hamburger University might be in order. Let's hope there's a hands-on component where you can try out the products. Number 8. The largest store is 19,000 square feet. There are so many McDonald's locations around the world, and while they all have some of the same elements, each one is slightly different to suit the country it's in. None, however, can match the largest, which is in Orlando, Florida. The largest McDonald's is just under 20,000 square feet, and it doesn't have a typical play area. Guests can enjoy the bowling alley and arcade games within the space in addition to a Big Mac or order of crispy fries. In fact, due to its size and location, the franchise occasionally hosts concerts and gator shows. It's a one-stop shop for entertainment. Obviously, not every franchise is that large. In fact, the majority of fast food franchises are about the same size. Still, having such a large location elevates McDonald's trademark of supersizing to a new level. Number 7. Many celebs were former employees. McDonald's is a massive employer. After all, manning the thousands of locations around the world takes a lot of people. With so many people working for the company, it's only natural that a few former employees would go on to achieve great things. Pink, Rachel McAdams, Shania Twain, and Jay Leno, according to reports, have all donned a visor and worked the grill at a McDonald's location at one point or another. Some, like McAdams, have admitted that they weren't exactly top performers on the job. It just goes to show that everyone, including celebrities, started somewhere. In fact, comedian Jay Leno chose to return to his roots by flipping burgers at the same McDonald's where he once worked for a 60-minute special. Pay attention next time you get a Big Mac. If your cashier is humming to themselves, they could be the next big pop star. Number 6. Ronald McDonald is hugely recognizable. While you may remember figures like Grimace and the Hamburglar from an earlier era in McDonald's history, there's one figure who is without question their most recognizable mascot: Ronald McDonald himself. The clown with the bright red hair and the bright yellow and red outfit has become a cultural icon. However, you may not realize how well known he is. When American schoolchildren were asked to identify certain characters, 96% of them correctly identified Ronald Reagan. In fact, he was only second to Santa Claus, which is high praise. Given how many fast food restaurants have mascots, it's impressive that McDonald's has created someone who is so easily identifiable. Of course, that doesn't mean you have to like the mascot. In fact, many adults find clowns terrifying. We blame Stephen King for that one. Nonetheless, the fact that everyone recognizes him demonstrates that McDonald's marketing department knew exactly what they were doing. Number 5. Speedy, the first mascot, was a waiter. Given how well-known Ronald McDonald is, you'd guess he was the team's first mascot, right? After all, he's the first person who comes to mind when you think of the Golden Arches. Prior to the creation of the clown, McDonald's had a completely different mascot, Speedy, a cheeky waiter with a hamburger-shaped head. For whatever reason, people didn't seem to like Speedy as much as they did Ronald McDonald, so he was replaced by Ronald McDonald in 1967. We're not sure who thought a clown would be a more recognizable figure, or how clowns relate to food, but it appears to have worked out for them, indicating that whoever came up with the idea was clearly ahead of his or her time. Speedy, rest in peace. He's far less terrifying than Ronald McDonald's garish clown, but hey, the world seems to disagree, as Ronald has lasted a whopping 50 years. Number 4. The Queen of England owns a McDonald's near Buckingham Palace. Regardless of how much you love McDonald's, you'll probably agree that it's not exactly fine dining. Sure, you can upgrade the toppings or replace the regular patty with Angus beef, but at the end of the day, it's still fast food. However, there is one McDonald's franchise in particular that has a royal connection. The Queen of England owns a McDonald's franchise near Buckingham Palace, it turns out. She hasn't been there in years, as far as anyone knows, but who knows, maybe she sends out one of the royal staff to bring back a quarter pounder under the cover of darkness. Or, now that William and Kate are close by, perhaps they'll order a few Happy Meals for their kids? It appears to be an odd thing for the Queen to be associated with, but hey, everyone loves fries, right? Number 3. It's banned in Bermuda. McDonald's has locations all over the world, from small towns in America to major cities in Europe. McDonald's franchises can be found all over the world, including Australia, Asia, and Africa. There is one place, however, where McDonald's has yet to establish its golden arches, sunny Bermuda. They gave it their all, but Bermuda residents were so outraged at the prospect of a McDonald's opening shop there that the island enacted legislation prohibiting the establishment of any franchised restaurants. That's right, they despised McDonald's so much that they enacted legislation prohibiting the establishment of any chain restaurants. It's great to support your neighborhood mom and pop shops, but big international chains will eventually expand regardless, but Bermudans are standing firm. Now the only question is whether they ever stop by McDonald's for a few McNuggets when they leave the island for vacations or business trips. Number 2. The Golden Arches are more easily recognized than the Christian cross. Every religion includes symbols and iconography that devotees recognize, and the Christian cross is possibly the most well-known of these. Even pop singers are aware of it. Who can forget Madonna's cross burning in the "Like a Prayer" video? However, as iconic as that emblem is, the famed golden arches of McDonald's are much more well-known. According to Sponsorship Research International, just 54% of 7,000 people tested in 6 countries across the world could identify the cross, while 88% could recognize the golden arches as belonging to McDonald's. 88%, to be exact. The fact that those arches are so bright and noticeable as you drive past appears to be a great marketing approach for brand identification. Seriously, whomever was in charge of McDonald's branding should have started their own consulting firm. The fact that they're so well known despite their emblems being a strange clown and a large golden M is incredible. Number 1. Turquoise arches can be found at a McDonald's in Sedona, Arizona. McDonald's, like most fast food and major chain businesses, is all about consistency. While some parts of each franchise may alter significantly, there are many features that remain the same no matter where you go to McDonald's. Unless you're in Sedona, Arizona, and you're walking up to a McDonald's. When the franchise owners went to put up their traditional golden arches outside the fast food business, they were told that they needed to conform a little more to the desert climate and distinct vibe of Sedona. As a result, the building was painted in red and orange to mix in with the surrounding landscape, and the golden arches were given a turquoise makeover to reflect the sky. To be honest, the concept seems amazing. Perhaps McDonald's will allow other franchises to paint the arches any color they want. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.